Celtics hit again from deep.
He's practically unstoppable this quarter. The defense, yeah, well, they haven't had many answers for him.
Brunson against Howard.
Crawford staying strong inside. Brunson going right into the coverage to get the ball.
First team foul.
The Knicks shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
Yeah, over the course of the season, they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games.
Free throw missing.
And one area where Brunson's improved is in the clutch. He's a monster in crunch time. Nice to have a player you can depend on in those key situations.
Miles McBride's checked in for Hardaway. So he can't get either to fall.
And really, as solid as he's been at the line, I had already chalked those points up. Goes to show you, though, don't take anything for granted.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc. 14 points for him.
And this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes.
Runs in the pass to Towns. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Celtics leading by 9. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys. MP is the last.
Good. Another from 3.
And his flame throwing continues. He's having a season for the ages.
And he's approaching the 4th most three-point makes in a season. Here's Towns. And he can't stop the run as he misses. Celtics have got 6 or 7 shots to fall in the first quarter. They're off and running. Hard against MP. For the 3. It's rebounded by New York. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. 13 feet away. Bridges misses.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
And here's MP for 3. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down. Knicks trail by 12. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
That one good for 2.
And Brunson recognizes how to execute inside. The D must be more physical with it.
And here's MP for 3. Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them.
How about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up paper lines.
Bridges kicks to Hart. New York moving the ball around. Buries the long-range jumper. Hart's got 6.
For real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge. And he's made his mark on offense especially. They got to be thankful he's on their squad.
Towns down low, guarded by Horford. Towns, no luck.
That's just a bucket play that you expect him to make. It's tough when you miss that.
Here's Lozada. Tatum dishes to MP. Tries again. And a little hook that time, but it drops. Lozada's got 24 points.
The defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up. A little more sense of urgency.
Brunson outside. Stolen by Holiday. The shot, no good. And so it's the Boston Celtics sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. And if they keep draining the threes like they've been so far, their lead is safe. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And another thing they've done well is push the tempo. They're running the floor and converting on the fast break.
Russell Westbrook out there with White. Then it's Tatum. Then it's MP. And it's Cornet in the center, filling out the middle. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics.
First team foul. Checking in for the Knicks. Number 4, Hakan Dadier.
Here's Dadier. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
And that would be the spot they needed to make a little while as they try to even this thing out.
Yeah, even after all those three-pointers he hit in that first quarter, looks like the D still didn't learn its lesson as they've left him open for another one.
Out to Bridges. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Greg, you know about the arrow strip, but is the D-cell the next move that's getting more notice?
I think it is, Kevin, and you can see players have quickly incorporated that into their arsenal. It's been fun to watch, man, and I tell you, it creates some uncomfortable situations.
Talk about taking flight. Air Bridges is in the building.
MP outside. Fires the 3. Good on the three-point shot. Lozada's got 32 points in the game.
Those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triple.
Back to Bridges. It's tipped. And pushing it up. Here's Boston. And Westbrook gets it to go on the assist by MP. And the Celtics lead by 20.
Changing ends. Westbrook just moves at a different speed than everyone else, and he runs hard all the time.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, the last few years, we saw teams giving up bounties worth of draft picks and trades for star players, but with teams now possessing more roster spots than developed prospects, and about 3/4 of the tradable picks scored by just a third of the NBA's teams, we may not see so many picks given up moving forward. Kevin?
You're exactly right, David. Something certainly to keep an eye on. And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. The Celtics making a switch here. Feed is checked in. These players have been vacuums on the boards recently, leading the league in rebounding the past month. 5th, Karl Anthony Towns.
He must be spending a lot of time in the weight room because he's shown such strength under the basket.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Tucker finds Brunson. Towns sets the pick for Brunson. And he drives in. And the basket is good.
And I like seeing Brunson drive inside. Good at just keeping the pressure on the defense.
There's the triple. And again for 3.
He's been hitting threes at a very high level. You haven't seen any better from beyond.
That last triple ties in for the 4th most made in a single season. Now here's Tucker, guarded by Tatum. Rebound by the Celtics. Tatum's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. The three from MP. Connects again from distance.
This is amazing. That moves him into 4th place alone on the list of most three-pointers in a season.
It's been fantastic to witness. A year like this doesn't happen often. Westbrook against Brunson. 6 to shoot. Towns, a special move before the shot. Towns has got his first bucket in this one.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Shot by Lozada, no good.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
It's blocked, and it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession.
New York ball.
Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
Some changes for Boston. Al Horford is checked in for Tatum. Brown comes in for MP. And it's Holiday in for White. And the Knicks making a change. So it's MP making things happen for Boston. A sensational night for him continues as he cranks his three-point made total even higher on what has been a historic night for him. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Give me a beat. Here is the shot. Give it up for our contestants.
Howdy, folks. The moment you've been waiting for is here. Before we recap the first half, let's see what the standings look like in the East.
But look here now in New York. They hear the clock. Trying to coast through the season straight into the playoffs? Not how it works, fellas. They don't have the talent to pull that off. The effort has got to be there.
And let's talk now about that first half. What a commanding start for the Celtics.
Everything they touch on the offense.
And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
And let's see if the D adjusts. Make life a little more difficult on him.
On the court for the Knicks, they've got Towns. Hardaway is out there with Josh Hart. That's Bridges, and it's Brunson in at the one.
Young guns love this type of competition. Great answer from MP.
Brunson the pass to Bridges. Now Towns. And the three off target.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
New York's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Bridges misses.
If he gets that look again, he should take it. You can't let one miss scare you off of a very good shot.
Hey, Gregson's getting traded in 2023. McHale, good! Another from three.
And his incredible shooting season continues.
Oh, up the history charts he climbs, GA. Now tied for third all-time for threes in a season. Absolutely amazing. Towns against Horford. Pass to Hardaway. Jacks up a three. Rebound Boston.
Rough start to the second half for them, only getting one of the past 4 shots to fall.
A nice shot by Brown.
Muscling that one in. JB is a strong individual.
Brunson kicks to Bridges. Down low, here's Hart. No good again that time.
And they've started out this quarter shooting just 20%. Let's just say this is not the way they wanted to open the second half.
And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. And the Knicks miss again.
This is the definition of forcing it. He's trying to get himself going, but taking tough shots just won't do. Leading scorer on the night, and he looks very hungry for more. Keep feeding him. Operation Feed the Horse.
Brunson against Holiday. Taken away by Holiday. MV outside. Misses the 3.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Thank you, Kevin. Jalen Brunson is a very cerebral player. He says he focuses on the little things. The attention to detail has made the game a lot easier. I know what I'm capable of. So as long as I keep working on my craft, keep the same mindset, only good things are going to happen for me. Kevin, back to you.
Good stuff, David. Amazing how far he has come. We appreciate the report. And yep, finally dropped after rolling around the rim. MV's got 53.
As they set their sights on locking up the win, he has to do everything in his power to make this happen.
And here's Brunson outside. New York, no good that time either.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
New York's gotten 1 of 6 3-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. And Hardaway gets it to go.
And dialing up the 3-ball, he finally puts it in to the 14-0 run by the Celtics.
Here's MP. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Lozada's got 14 points here in the second half.
This man is on fire. His team is winning, and it doesn't get better than that.
With the crossover. Hart, no good. The Celtics have gone 7 of 11, a lucky field goal percentage here in the third. And the basket by MP.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Pass to Hart. Back to Brunson. Fires it up. Hands the shot with nobody near him. Brunson's got 6.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing?
He got it again. Sensation.
And it's 60 points again. Can't believe he's done it now. 3 times.
I mean, right. 3 times. He's now tied for the 3rd most 60-point games in a single campaign. Brunson outside. Holiday with the defensive effort. And here we go. Fast break. MP's got it. And yep, another basket. That's 62 points. 62.
Amazing. A remarkable performance from them so far.
And so it's Boston, sitting at a lead of 40 points at the end of the quarter. Terrific play. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been... Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pick.
And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. They poured it on and dominant showing in front of a crowd that they never hinted at.
And you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. Alongside Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony and our reporter David Owen and the entire 2K Sports crew. This is Kevin Harlan saying so long, and we'll see you next time.
Tough game out there, man. You got that dog in you for real.
Thanks, man. I'm going to use this jersey as inspiration to keep grinding. Thank you, man. This means a lot.
Of course, anytime.
Good luck the rest of the season.
You too. Stay healthy.
I can't believe MP has drained that many threes this year.
Easy work tonight. They got nothing for it. Facing one of the heavyweights tonight.
Record many consider to be impossible to break. But here tonight, MP has the chance to record more threes in a single season than Stephen Curry's 402 mark. Truly, it's a beautiful Sunday afternoon. Welcome to the and coming down the home stretch of the regular season, Grant. Have modern training methods helped players get through it in one piece, you think?
Without a question, B.A. At the same time, it's a keeping up with the Joneses situation. If the guy you're guarding is in top form, that wears you down, too.
A look at the starting group here for Denver. Pairing up in the backcourt, Murray and Brown. Porter Jr. and Gordon make up the forwards. And it's Saric in at the center position. MP looking around. Puts up a three. Rebounded by Denver. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I caught up with Coach Joe Mazzulla. I asked Coach what the plan is for slowing down Jamal Murray. They said, honestly, it comes down to team defense. You need to be aware of where Jamal is at all times. He can light you up. But Murray also conditioned, so we have to be smart guarding him. Always a difficult task defending the talented Canadian Jamal Murray. Guys?
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Good on the bucket.
It's still early in his career, but MP has a silky jumper.
Coach closing in on 2 decades in the league. Al Horford continues to put in the work.
Well, Brian, that's what it takes to make sure your body is able to compete against players half your age. He's never shied away from doing all the little things.
And here's MP from outside. Gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game.
A very accurate shot by MP. He must have been drilling these since a young age.
Gordon with a screen on Westbrook. Westbrook against Murray. He takes it in. Pass to Brown. The 3-ball. Tatum pulls it in.
Got him in space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
And here's MP from outside. Sends it home from three-point land. MP's got 8.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Murray against Westbrook. Horford with a steal. Inside. And finished off by Tatum.
What a move by Tatum. Finishing strong at the rim.
Outside Porter. Well, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Back to Murray. Shoots over Westbrook. And again, Denver no good.
And guys, his shot hasn't been falling this quarter. Time to settle down, refocus, and get a really high percentage look.
And early on,
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly how you want to start a game, with a big offensive push.
Now a timeout called by Denver. For Aaron Gordon.
And over the last 5 games, his field goal percentage has increased. And you can make a case his confidence as well because of this.
Here's Murray. His last outing, he had 24 points. Pass to Brown. Outside Porter. They need this. Knocks down the long J.
And Porter Jr. has one of the smoothest looking jump shots in the league.
Stan, we know Jokic is one of the best passers this game has ever seen at any position. His teammates will dish it as well.
Yeah, the Nuggets, by and large, are very unselfish. It's part of their culture. They only bring in guys who are willing to sacrifice for the team's sake.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against the Cavaliers was tremendous. He contributed 42 points, and as always, a lot of those points came in bunches of 3. Really, just a phenomenal performance from him. Here's hoping we see more of this.
Connects again from distance.
And with every triple, he comes closer to the single-season crown.
And you know he wants it. He's been drilling threes all season and is well within striking distance.
But Curry's high mark of 402 is so far ahead of the rest of the field. But he's got a good chance to come close to it the way he's been shooting.
4-3. He drops it from range. Lozada's got 20.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
Gordon outside. Pass to Brown. And here's Porter. Saric, a screen on MP. And then Porter with the dunk.
Well, showing off the athleticism. At 6'10", Porter Jr. is a major problem inside.
And here's MP from outside. And again, Boston with the triple.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
And then Porter with the dunk.
Being Porter Jr. is 6'10", you have to know where he is at all times, especially when he's lurking inside.
From deep, MP. That was true. He's now 9 of 10.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Murray scanning the floor. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
And so it's Boston looking in total control with this 17-point advantage as the buzzer sounds. They hold a real... And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Celtics?
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
Something else that stands out is how they've gotten out in transition. Their speed has kept the defense on their heels.
They've got MP. Jaylen Brown is out there with Drew Holiday. Then there's Luke Cornett, and it's Keita in at the power forward position. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics. And Standing went undrafted back in 2021, but Wisconsin native Sam Hauser has worked his way into a rotation role.
Well, Brian, everyone's looking for shooters, and he is a knockdown shooter. And at 6'7", boasts good size and plays both ends of the court.
Pass to Watson. Now here's Murray. Six on the shot clock. Lets it go from 11. Some solid defense from Holiday.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without a foul.
Lozada, no good.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Hauser, that's good.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
From deep, MP. And again for 3.
Well, that did it. He's now even for the record.
And his next triple will earn him the top spot all time for threes in a season.
And he didn't come all this way just to tie the record. I can promise you that. 403 is the goal.
Murray, no good.
Oh, this is exactly the kind of opportunity you don't want to waste.
And here's MP from outside. Good! Another from 3.
That shot moving him into history. The most triples ever in a single season.
You can feel it as soon as it left his hand. He is the king of the 3 and now stands alone at the top of the list.
And to overtake Curry's record, something MP can take tremendous pride in. What an outstanding season.
A captivating personality, player, and what a season. Now we get to hear from MP. He's got the mic.
You know, they say records are made to be broken. And this one was tough to get, but I did it. I can't even describe this feeling, you know? You work so hard staying focused day to day. And sometimes these big picture moments, they surprise you. And thank you to the fans for all the love and the support you give. There's still so much that this team wants to accomplish. And when this season is over, I'll be able to sit and reflect on this. But until then, thanks, everyone. And let's just keep going. Thank y'all.
Moving words from MP. He is a class act all the way.
Thanking everyone who made him the shooter he is. He really is one of the league's very best.
Grant, when you talk about consistency and officiating game to game, you think there's room for improvement?
You know, I do think so. I mean, they're allowing more contact, but overall, more clarity on what constitutes legal guarding position would help players and officials. Yeah, he's really scrambling to keep them in this game. Gotta respect that hustle.
And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in. MP's got 38 points.
Yeah, it's so rewarding as a coach to see a young guy like MP succeeding like this on the offensive end.
Now a timeout called by Denver. Fournette, and Denver will go for a different look here. Saric checks in for Najee. Gordon comes in for Watson. Michael Porter, he's checked in for Hauser. And Brown subbed in for Strother. And it's Murray with the ball for Denver. And after this one, they're at home against Sacramento. And that's the first of just 2 home games for him. Gordon, no good again that time. Boston has gone 4 of 6 from outside. Looking sharp here in the second. MP outside from downtown. And again, Boston with the triple.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
Murray against Holiday. Murray passes to Saric. There's a minute 54 left in the first half of basketball. Murray inside. He's covered by Holiday. Queta pulls it in.
He's lost his rhythm completely this quarter, but he's determined to stay after it.
From deep, MP gets the trifecta. MP's got 44.
He's been so aggressive on offense, and with the results, you understand why.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
Looking to get it going. Queta pulls it in. Queta's got his 4th rebound in this one. And here's MP from outside. Connects again from distance.
Another 3 for him. I'm not sure I've seen a better three-point shooting night.
Well, he's just pouring it on, and he's tied for the 5th most triples ever in a single game. Outside Porter. And he finishes. That makes him 4 out of 5.
Well, one of the best-looking jumpers in the game, courtesy of Michael Porter Jr.
From deep, MP doesn't go for him. For Denver, they've gotten only 3 of 9 attempts to fall in the second. And out of bounds, Boston will have it. And some changes here for the Celtics. Tatum, he's checked in for Queta. White comes in for Brown. And it's Russell Westbrook in for Holiday. And Denver with a change here, too. Hauser, he's checked in for Jamal Murray. There's 37 seconds left to play in the first half. Westbrook, the pass to Lozada. For 3. Good! Another from 3.
It has been raining threes for him. Alone at 4th in the all-time single-game triples list.
He can't miss. They have to keep feeding him. How many more can he hit? 12 seconds left to play in the second quarter. And the foul called on MP. That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul. Substitutions for the Celtics.
MP getting it done for the Celtics. He's simply on a different level tonight, piling up astronomical point totals in this game. Back to the game after this break.
Hey everybody, it's halftime. Boy, it's been a rough go so far for the Denver Nuggets.
Where's the perimeter D? I see no sense of urgency, and those boys are getting scorched.
Big fella, you. And looking at the players of the month, here are the winners from each conference. In the East, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Giannis, certainly deserves all the accolades. When you look at everything he's about, he remains one of the most unique players in NBA history.
If you could build an NBA player from scratch, he just may be the prototype. And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second half action with Brian Anderson and company.
About ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
On the court right now for the Nuggets. Brown and Porter Jr. are the 2 and the 3. Aaron Gordon is out there. And again for 3.
The parade of threes has no end in sight. He just keeps knocking them down.
And that latest triple ties him for second for most threes in a game. What a monster performance from deep it's been. Murray, no good.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone.
From behind the arc. Good! Another from 3.
There it is, a shot that puts him tied at the top of the record books.
Masterclass in three-point shooting. Amazing. Murray against Westbrook. Murray, no good.
Well, he just doesn't have it right now. It's as simple as that. And his team
connects again from distance.
Oh, hot as a tea kettle. He is just firing away. And he has set a new record for the most triples ever in an NBA game.
Breaking his own record. We knew his reputation and the kind of shooting display he could put on. He's taken it to another level, though. From the arc. No luck on that one. And it's Murray with the ball for the Nuggets. Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce. Again! What an avalanche!
Another stunning accomplishment in his career. He's now tied for 4th most 60-point games in league history.
He's one of the most exciting offensive players the NBA has ever seen. I don't think you can make an argument against that.
He made a 3 back in the first half, but that's it. We'll see if he can find his stroke.
Offline with a 3. The Nuggets have gotten 0 shots to go out of 6 attempts. Porter from outside. Offensive board. Pass to Šarić. To end the drought. And it's Porter. That time on the assist by Šarić. Porter's got 12.
Just 1 of 6 this quarter. Trying to shoot his way out of this funk.
You were there. Hits yet again. Wow!
And he's nearing the single-game franchise scoring record.
Absolutely on fire. Already a night to remember and approaching some history. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Coach, after 3 back surgeries in 5 years, it is truly amazing that Michael Porter Jr. is still playing at all.
Yeah, it really is, Brian. And for him to get back to playing at the highest level, he has really stuck with it. And you've got to admire his mental and physical toughness.
That's good from Porter.
Well, we talk a lot about Porter Jr.'s jump shot, his ability to space the floor, but I like his rebounding as well.
Hauser, he's checked in for Gordon.
Foot on the gas, MP. Get in there.
MP outside. The 3. Good! Another from 3.
He's been on the money from deep.
Definitely. Looking to shoot as much as possible. So we see the Celtics taking the W here. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort. Once they had that big lead, they were not going to let the visitors back into the game.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. We hope you enjoyed our broadcast. We'll see you next time.
Bettina?
Talk about when you first knew this record was within reach.
I just work on, playing hard, controlling what I can, and staying ready when my number is called. If I start looking at that record, it'll take me out of the flow with my teammates and have me not playing the right way. Joe.
So what?
Maybe we should ask the fans, Joe.
Your jumper is so pure, no wonder you're the best.
A lot of folks in that locker room are going to like hearing what you just said.
You look like Craig Hodges out there.
Good, MP.
It's Saturday night and live on 2K Sports. We've got we are quickly reaching the end of the regular season. Doris, are you as excited as I am for the playoffs coming up?
Definitely, Kevin, and I know it's on the players and coaches' minds. It's right there waiting for us. But let's remember, the most mature teams, the best teams, recognize games are still to be played. You cannot let the playoffs distract you from what's in front of your face.
And now the Lakers starting group. Outside, the wings are Reeves and James. He's up.
How about the finish from Luka Doncic? My goodness, go ahead with the hammer.
Pass to Horford. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. You know, DB, I imagine any lineup could benefit from a veteran guy like Al Horford.
Boy, you just look at how younger guys on the team lean on Al. He guides them through any number of experiences. He's been a pro's pro from the moment he entered the league, and he's still having an impact with his defensive ability and range shooting.
And he knocks down. On the first one.
Guys, I know we've discussed this many times, but I don't think statistics really reflect Al Horford's true value. This guy is a terrific player and a pro's pro.
And Al Horford drops them both.
Yeah, really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
Finney Smith with it, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. And they double up Doncic. Pass to Reeves. Just 5 on the clock. This one for 3. And Boston with the rebound. Here's MP. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls.
MP ready to rise and fire as soon as he touched it.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Los Angeles. A tough loss coming against New York in their last game played.
Yeah, for that loss, you can credit their defense or lack thereof. Too many breakdowns on that end of the floor.
Well, the kind of low-energy effort they played with all night will make the coach absolutely crazy. You can't win if you don't play quality defense.
LeBron outside. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Back to Reeves. it down.
And of all LeBron's championship characteristics, and there are many, his greatest may be his unselfishness.
And here's MP for three. And again, Boston with the triple.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Now we'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to visit with head coach Joe Mazzulla.
Of course, they know they have their work cut out for them with LeBron on the court. He told me James hasn't really lost a step. He's a constant problem out there, so I'm ready to try anything, including just throwing extra bodies at him. Of course, that probably means some double teams in LeBron's immediate future. Guys?
All right, David, thanks. Reeves with the screen on Hubbard. And here's Doncic from the arc. Horford with the rebound. Boston leading by 6. MV deciding where to go with it. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
Doncic passes to Hayes. He lobs it up and finished off by Finney Smith.
And hard to decide which is better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Yeah, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. Lozano with the bucket.
Out of the last 5 days, how about all 5 from long range?
Pass to Finney Smith. Back to Doncic from deep three-point land. That one doesn't drop. And here's Boston. They're on a 19-7 run. And here's MP for three. It's rebounded by Hayes. Lakers trail by 10. The 17-footer. Bank shot, no good.
Boy, with his shot not... right now, it might be time to look in a different direction. See if you can get your teammates started.
Lozano with the bucket.
MP looking solid.
And so Doncic will bring it up for Los Angeles. Last time they met was in Los Angeles.
And really just a bad loss, no other way to put it. I mean, they maybe overlooked some of the bench players because those reserves got loose offensively.
And J.J. Redick is called timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Changes. Vanderbilt's check in for Jackson Hayes. Hachimura comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Connect in for LeBron. And 1:01 left here in the opening quarter. Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. And it's White with the rebound.
I'll tell you, it's been a struggle for him in this period, and they're struggling as a result.
The three from MP. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
By the time this young man is done, MP could be one of the great scorers we've ever seen.
Now here is Hachimura. 11 points last game. MP outside. Fires for three. Good for the basket. Number 9. He's only missed 2 shots from the floor all night.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Doncic looking it over. Four on the shot clock. Will it go? No good on the shot. Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. Celtics lead by 19. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Boston.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
And the other thing that's working for them tonight, getting out into the open floor, a lot of the damage coming in transition.
They've got MP. Derek White is out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Cornette in at the center, locking down the middle. Axis in the game for the Celtics. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. MP in the last game against the 76ers was a revelation. He picked up 67 points, and as we've come to expect, he filled it up from three-point range whenever he could. A mind-blowing effort. It's going to be hard to repeat, but hard to bet against him. Kevin?
All right, David, thanks. It's going to be interesting to see how he follows up that performance.
Yeah, he was the driving force behind that victory, but each night comes with different challenges.
What you love about this guy, though, is even when the defense adjusts to what he's doing, he'll make an adjustment right back. He is always ready with a counter.
Reeves against White. Reeves the pass to Vincent. Zadores, here's a question for you. Should the NBA widen the court? Because the corner three now is such a staple in these offenses.
That's exactly right. One of the most coveted, Kevin, because the proximity of the shot is so desirable. Here's what we know unequivocally. There's no way they're going to widen the court because it would take out some of the money-making courtside seats. That's not happening.
Reeves the pass to Vanderbilt. Vincent with it. To the right side. Here's Connect. The 10-footer finds the target. Connects got his first points of the night.
Some old school basketball from young Dalton Connect there, using the mid-range.
MP passes to Keita. The three from MP. The Lakers with the rebound. They'll be off to Brooklyn for a meeting with the Nets after this one. That'll be game 2 of 4 straight on the road. Connect. No good.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
And here's MP for 3.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Hachimura. He can't get that one to fall. Celtics leading by 23. Here's Lozada. Great look there, but off target.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
Fires from deep. Los Angeles with another miss. Celtics have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. White, wide open. He fired. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist.
Well, a corner 3 for Derek White. Surprise, surprise. This guy will light you up if you give him shots.
Los Angeles calls timeout. organizations. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Vanderbilt. LeBron comes in for Connect. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Austin Reeves. Boston with an 18-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. The three-point shooting has come fast and furious to the tune of what has become a big-time blowout in progress. Back to the action in just a minute.
Welcome, everybody. This game revealing a big disparity in play. What a performance so far for the Boston Celtics.
The defense should get a talk. They've been getting splashed on all game, and I'm just sitting back watching the show.
Taking a peek now at the upcoming schedule.
Fairly easy stretch for them. Could even have some blowouts, allowing them to rest their stars a little bit.
That would be their best case scenario, but then again, best laid plans. That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan.